Hello and welcome to the Knitting on the Run podcast, where it's always knitting and fun in 30 minutes or less. Show notes can be found at windswept.knits.com. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Windswept Monique, and on Facebook and Twitter as Windswept Knits. This is episode 122, recorded September 20th, 2023. Welcome back. I'm going to catch you up on the activities for the first half of the month, and I actually have 2 finished objects. How weird is that? First up is the Summer Happiness top by Concept Creative. So this is a very flexible garment that can be worn as a sleeveless top or a poncho. It's knit in 2 pieces and then seamed. So basically you're actually crocheting, it's crocheted in 2 pieces and then seamed. You're basically crocheting 2 shawls, seaming them together and then adding straps. And I am using 2 rainbow gradients from Scheepjes Whirl, 1 for each piece, and I finished the first piece. I'm really happy with it. It looks great. It's just the right length. I'm debating getting 1 skein of a similar blue color, maybe a tone darker to keep the gradient going, and just making it like ½ inch longer, tiny bit more, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm still really happy with how it turned out. Next up is Summer Dream, or Songe d'été, designed by Armelle Robert. I finished it, and I am so happy with how it turned out. It's already gone through the washer and the dryer, which for a linen garment, that's how you block them, essentially. And I love it. It's short sleeves. It's got lace at the top, lace like at the collar, and then the back of the the back between your shoulder blades, and then a more little bit of lace at the bottom. And I love how it turned out. I am so happy. I knit this in Linea Pura Unico by Lana Grossa in a kind of orangey peachy shade. This is a discontinued line, unfortunately. It uses their Linea Pura base, but it was a hand-dyed marbled kind of colorway, and it was beautiful, and I wish they hadn't discontinued this. My last FO is a knitted knocker. I mentioned it, I think, in the last episode, but I'm started doing some knitted knockers at the beginning of the pigskin party. I have a whole bunch I hope to make over the course of the pigskin party. I've got 3 different shades of bamboo pop in a variety of skin tone colorways. One's pale, one's medium, and one's darker skin tone. And I am starting with the darker skin tone. It's a beautiful shade of brown. I really like working with it. And I have 1 already completed. Works in progress. So there are a few. The first up being a second knitted knocker in that same bamboo pop, and I have finished the back and am now working on the decreases for the front of the knitted knocker. Another new cast on since we last talked is the Runaway Shorties socks by Sarah Jordan, aka Knitwit Designs. I'm making these for Thing 1 in CoBaSi, which is a wool-free sock yarn made of cotton, bamboo, silk, and nylon. I'm using the Indigo colorway, which is a lovely, rich, deep blue color. And these shorty socks have sort of a double thickness cuff. It's a short cuff. So like they're designed to be those little bitty shorty socks that the teens and tweens all love these days. And it's got a heel tab in the back to make sure your sock doesn't like slide down your heel into your shoe. So I've done that, and I've done the heel turn, and I'm now working my way down the foot of the sock. Summer Happiness top is back by Concept Creative. I have started the second piece. So I am crocheting the second, which is essentially a shawl. I have gotten to the point where the dark pink starts to meld into the light pink of the Scheepjes Whirl, it's kind of a pale rainbow colorway that I'm working on, and it's coming along beautifully. I'm continuing to work on Vivian, a design by Isolde Teague, knit in Lana Grossa Elastico in the dark green colorway. This is a heavily cabled sweater that I first made 13, 14 years ago, before I had kids. I love the sweater. Yeah, even despite it being bottom-up, and I'm normally not a bottom-up sweater fan, and I decided to make myself a new one to fit my current body shape. I am about 10 rows from finishing the body, and then onto the sleeves, and I will join them. Very excited about that. Out and about upcoming fiber events in the Northeast USA, and some virtual. The pigskin party has started, and that is so much fun. I'm participating in that, and that ends after the Super Bowl in February. You can go ahead and still join. You can join right up to the end if you want. Anything that you started after the cast on date, which I'm blanking on right now, I think it was September 7th. Anything you started after that counts, even if you only just go and sign up now. So if you're interested, go ahead and sign up. It's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it. Vermont Sheep and Wool is coming up soon, September 30th and October 1st in Tunbridge, Vermont. The Fryeburg Fair is October 1st through 8th in Fryeburg, Maine. New York Sheep and Wool, also known as Rhinebeck, is October 21st and 22nd in Rhinebeck, New York. The Fiber Festival of New England is November 6th and 7th at the Eastern States Exposition in Springfield, Massachusetts. Maryland Alpaca and Fleece Festival is November 11th and 12th in West Friendship, Maryland. The Pennsylvania Fall Fiber Festival is November 18th and 19th in Leesburg, Pennsylvania. And yes, definitely confirmed, I will not be at Rhinebeck this year. I hope those of you that are going have a wonderful time. I will be in New Hampshire that day, but I wish all of you the best, and I hope you have some perfect sweater weather this year. And we're going to wrap it up there. I am a little bit tired today, and so my I've Got Sunshine is related to that. My I've Got Sunshine today is I love modern medicine. And one of the reasons I'm coming to you a little bit later than normal is because I got to experience anaphylaxis, and I don't recommend it. It was no fun. I went from feeling normal to feeling like I had severe pneumonia in about 7 minutes. 0 out of 10, would not recommend. So I ended up with 4 epinephrine shots and Benadryl and inhalers and all sorts of stuff. And luckily, I was at a doctor's office when it happened, so I had medical care within 90 seconds of me saying, hey, something's wrong. So it's great. You know, I'm totally fine. I'm cleared to go about my normal activities, but thank heavens for modern medicine. You know, if this had happened 100 years ago, I'd be dead now. I mean, not to sugarcoat it, but that's literally. So yes, modern medicine is wonderful. I am so happy. It was a little bit scary at the time. And once my hands stopped shaking, so epinephrine is literally just, you know, like the lab version of adrenaline, which your body makes naturally, like that chemical that makes you kind of tense up and run for that fight or flight instinct kind of thing. So, you know, when they give you epinephrine, you end up with shaky hands and, well, shaky everything, to be honest with you. So once my hands stopped shaking, I was able to knit the last, 60 to 90 minutes I was at the doctor's office while they were waiting to fully clear me that it was safe to drive home. And so even though I know those few rows are going to be a little bit wonkier on my son's sock, but, he's a tween. He'll never notice. But having my knitting with me while I was there really helped calm me down. So I'm so grateful to having knitting in my life. It really soothes me in times of stress. And I am so grateful for modern medicine. I am grateful for my knitting. And I'm grateful. I know some of you have heard all this story before. So thank you to all those of you who reached out to me. I feel the love so much. I really appreciate all your kind words. Thank you for checking in on me. I am totally fine now. I'm cleared to go about my normal day. And the trigger that caused it was an allergy shot. It was something that will never occur to me in my normal daily life. So this is not something I have to worry about. And I'm not trying to scare any of you away from allergy shots. I'm going back for my next shot in a month. This was just an absolute freak occurrence. My immune system just reacted very poorly. We may never know why. I am totally fine. I'm under the doctor's care, and I feel fine, just a little bit tired today. So we're going to end the show early today. I am 100% okay. I hope all of you are okay too as well. Have a wonderful day, and keep those legs and those needles moving for me. Bye-bye.